Hey everyone, this is Paul with ConvertingCopy.com, and let's do a little keyword research today. So right now I have Market Samurai loaded up. Now Market Samurai is kind of an omni marketing tool. You can use it for a number of different things, but it has a keyword tool built into it, which I think is the best keyword tool in existence because of everything that you can learn about the keywords which you are targeting. So the keyword tool is free. If you want to try the other features, then that costs some money, but the keyword tool is completely free. So I'm just going to show you how you can use this to find some good keywords for your niche, okay? So first thing you got to do is create your initial keyword. So let's say we're in the gardening niche. So I'm just going to type in gardening tips. And this will be my base keyword. So we have a little file created for this keyword. And I'm just going to click create. And this should take us to the main hub of Market Samurai. So I have the paid version here, so you can see all the other features are accessible, but we're just going to focus on the keyword research tab for right now. So click on that, and all we have to do to get our list of keywords is click generate keywords. Now this is going to create a list of hundreds of keywords which relate to gardening tips. So it's just going to take 1 minute to load up, so I'm going to pause the video and come back in 1 second. Alright, so now we have our list of 469 active keywords which Market Samurai found for us as relating to gardening tips. And before I get into the analytics for these keywords, I just want to point out that we can manually add keywords over here which didn't get included in the list. We can filter just keyword phrases with the word of our choice in the phrase. So if we just wanted a list of keywords with backyard in the phrase, then there we go. And conversely, we can get rid of any keyword phrases with backyard or whatever keyword we don't want in the phrase by doing that with negative keywords. So let's just click keyword analysis, and this will take us to the statistics. So we have total number of daily searches for that keyword. We can make that weekly or monthly if we want. We have the number of clicks which the number one ranking web page for that keyword can expect to receive in 1 day. We have the phrase to broad match ratio, so a higher number generally means a bit more relevant to our initial keyword. We have SEO competition, so number of web pages which mention that keyword somewhere on the page. We have title competition, so this is generally a more accurate metric for determining our competition because this just gives you the number of web pages which mention the keyword in the title. So the less pages mentioning it in the title, then the less actively competing for that particular keyword phrase. And the same goes for the URL competition. So if the keyword's in the URL, it lets you know how many with that number there. You just have to click check and you can get those numbers. And then this is cool, the title versus the competition. So this is the ratio of the title versus just the web pages in general. So the number of pages which mention the keyword in the title versus just mention it in general. So a lower number here is going to represent weaker competition, and as a result, a more probably viable keyword to move forward with. Alright, so we have trends, how that's gone up or down for that keyword phrase in the past 12 months. And then we have an AdWords competition percentage here. So out of all the keywords which are being bid on in AdWords, where does this rank in terms of, 100% being the most competitive and 0 being the least competitive, okay? So that's another metric for that. And then we have AdWords and commerciality columns, which I've not included. So we can learn things about how much people are paying per click on an estimate for these keywords. Or we can look at commerciality, like how much are these keywords worth, roughly, using some SEO and AdWords data kind of mixed together. Alright, so we can also search by broad, phrase, or exact match, and we can organize any of these columns top to bottom if we want. And something else that's neat kind of to mention is that we can click on any one of these arrows here, and the same works for these other, if I had them lit up. We could just click on that for garden designs, and we can actually see the 880,000 results for garden designs. So we can look at the top 10 and everything like that. So that's pretty helpful. And one more thing to mention is that we can go into any one of these specific columns and we can filter them further. So let's say we wanted to get rid of any keywords which had more than 30,000 web pages which mention the keyword phrase somewhere on the page. Type in 30,000, click away, and there we go. It got rid of 355, and we still have a list of 114 keywords which all have under 30,000 web pages mentioning them. So this is a good place to start if you want. I mean, you can come up with your own custom numbers. Market Samurai has their own golden rules and long tail filters, which kind of give you your own numbers for each of these, which to search by if you want to trust those. But you can make up your own if you want to. You can save your own preset like I've done, and you can use that every time you get into a new search, so you can search based on your own parameters. So if you always want just the keywords which are mentioned less than 30,000 times, or less than 30,000 pages mentioning it in the title, I mean, you can just add your own numbers here. So it's whatever you want. You have to find your own nice medium, but it can really help and automate the process every time you start a new search. So under 30,000 pages, I kind of went with that randomly, but if a keyword phrase has under 30,000 pages mentioning it, then the competition for that phrase is generally pretty low to begin with. So these could all be viable keywords to use for our gardening website, like tips for vegetable gardens. That's not a bad number to look at, and we would probably want to look at the title number and then the ratio number as well. But just keep in mind that you want to search for your keywords based on three things for the most part, and that is relevance. So the keyword should be relevant to the focus of your website. It should be high in search volume, so you don't want to be using a keyword on your website if no one is searching for it. And then finally, you want to look at your competition. So, if there's too much competition for a keyword, then it's unlikely that you'll ever rank for that keyword, so you don't want to waste your time. Alright, but this just shows you how this tool can be used very efficiently to learn all kinds of things about the keywords which you are looking for, and it's completely free. And I guess just one more thing which I will mention while I'm on the topic of keyword research is I know that the SEO competition is not free. It's part of the paid version of the program, but let me just show you how it can be used in combination with the keyword research tool. So let's stick with the tips for vegetable gardens. So just click on the key icon here is what we would do next to that keyword phrase. And you can see up here we've created a new tab just for this keyword. And we can start the process over with keyword research. We can create a new list based on this keyword phrase. Or if you have the paid version, you can click on SEO competition, click generate results, and what this is going to do is give us a list of the top 10 ranking web pages in Google for this keyword. Now I know you could do that manually if you wanted to, like we just did, but this tells you a lot more information about each of these websites. So we learned two things, and one is we get an idea of just how difficult it's going to be to break into the top 10 for this keyword phrase. Do we have a shot at doing it? Should we even be wasting our time? And number two, we can actually look at each of these web pages, and with all this information here, we can learn exactly what their strategy is and what they've done to get into that top spot in Google, or one of the top 10 spots. Okay? So we have like domain age, we have page rank, we have number of backlinks coming into that page. Do they mention the keyword in the title, the URL, the description, all these kind of things we can learn about it. Is it in the DMOZ directory? And then just like in the keyword research tool, we can click on any one of these, so we can take a look at the page backlinks. We can actually look at the specific backlinks for any one of these columns. And there we go. It shows up in our browser, and we can find detailed information about the backlinks coming into that site. And we can maybe go after some of those backlinks ourselves, mimic their strategy a little bit, and it gives you a very good idea of what it takes to rank in the top 10 for these keyword phrases. So this can be a very powerful tool when used in combination with the keyword research tool. So as I said, that's not with the free tool. You do have to pay for that to get it with the rest of the program, but it can save you a lot of hassle in not targeting keywords which are out of your range. And they have a color coding system here, so red generally means that the competition is fierce in each of these categories. The yellow tells you it's moderate, and green usually means it's very light and you should go ahead definitely. So just another very helpful feature of Market Samurai which you can use. So just something to keep in mind. I hope you found this keyword research video a little helpful in helping you out figuring out what goes into finding good keywords. And thank you very much for watching.